Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the G.I. Joe Classifieds Iron Grenadiers Cobra Darklon. Now, here the character is in the box. Here's some beautiful side art right here. He is number 55 in the line. On the back we have some promotional imagery, and then we have a bunch of legalese down here. And then on the side we have his ranking, and then the QR code that's supposed to scan and bring you to tell you what the ranking is and about the character, but it takes you absolutely nowhere. Here is the character. Let's get this guy out of the box. Let's talk about him. All right, so now here we have Darklon in all of his glory, and man, let me tell you something. I am, very happy with this character. Now, this guy here is Destro's cousin. Not only did he sell weapons and vehicles to Cobra, but he also sold them to the G.I. Joe team as well. Now this guy, right alongside his cousin Destro, he helps run the Iron Grenadiers, and this guy's cool. He comes with a couple different head sculpts. He's got the one he has on now, and then we'll look at the other. But he comes with a few accessories too, but let's take a look at how this guy looks now. You have this dark mask. So here you have the back of Darklon's head, and then you have this kind of like a reptile mask. Kind of reminds me of, if you actually look at it, the way that it's made, kind of reminds me of the face of the guy from Jeepers Creepers in a little bit, except for he has the air mask on the front. And if you actually look, I don't know if it's coming through, but he has reptile eyes underneath. So that's actually pretty cool that this character looks this way. I love the fatigue that he's got going on here. And then of course he has the shoulder pauldron with looks like a dragon scale on the side here. And then you have a couple clips here on his bandolier. And there's a little bit of an emblem there. Taking its way to the back. Nothing really too much special when it comes to the strap going across the back. You have a sheath in the back here on his belt. A couple other clips right here. And then the sleeves, some more designs right down his wrists, and then down to his pants, which then go from this green and black fatigue color to this kind of like a brownish yellow color, and then down to the leg here where you have all of these rockets that are here, or grenades for the grenade launcher, and then you have a sheath right here on his boot. Nicely done, nice looking boots, very nice done with the paint. Some shin guards there, but otherwise he looks good. Now, with that being said, this guy here, what a cool addition to your collection to have this guy, I have to say, because you can have him like this, and then you can have him another way, which we'll show off here in a minute. But definitely a family member to Destro, where Destro wears the metal mask. Obviously this guy can interchange his, because you can see these straps that go along to hold his mask on. So he's a little bit different when it comes to the same thing as like Destro followed more of the traditional, I guess, of the masks that they wore, because that was just a family thing after his ancestor was caught selling to both sides. So that was his punishment. Anyway, I'm gonna roll right into it. And this guy comes with a little bit of a revolver. Looks like a 38. Whoops, nicely done. It's just casted it all in black. Would have been nice if they would add a little bit of paint to it, but they didn't. Nothing special with it. It's just kind of there. And this bad boy plugs in right here into the back. So that's pretty cool. It's not on the chest, it's not on the front. And it plugs in. If I can get it to work, let's see. There we go. Plugs in right there, and it looks good too. So not bad. I believe you can store pretty much everything on this figure. All right, so you have that, and then of course you have his little dagger. Now this I thought was cool. So you have this little Scotland dagger from back in the day. kind of like looking like a small Highlander sword. And then this plugs right here into the sheath. Of course, it's probably like a family heirloom or something. And that goes in right there. So that's nice. It looks good. Now, another one of my favorite things that they have with this guy is his sword and sheath. Now, looking at the sheath, you have right here some more. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but you have some more detail here on the sheath itself and on the back part. You have the peg, then you have the colors here, like his uniform, nice leather bounding. And then down at the bottom, we have a little bit more here. So with this guy being the leader of the Iron Grenadiers, you get this really cool sword, which kind of looks like the Highlander sword, or if you wanted to go a step further, kind of reminds me of Conan's, the Barbarian sword as well. Except for this has a dragon claw with the actual gem in it. And then you have the gem right here also as well. So nicely done. I love the way they did the painting here. Very nice. And then you just slide it into the sheath. And then this plugs onto his back right here. And there you go. Now you have him with his sword on his back. Like I said, when it comes to all of his accessories, they can store on the figure in one way or the other. If he's holding them, not holding them, either way. But the fact that his mask reminds me of the guy from Jeepers Creepers is actually pretty cool. And then, of course, you have this awesome Gatling gun with a bunch of porthole effects here. So if you have a bunch of blast effects, you can plug them into little portholes, make it look like it's firing a bunch of whatever it shoots out of it. It kind of looks like it has like an air compressor on it here. Yeah, definitely a different type of gun. No, nothing rotates, nothing's painted, it's just casted in black, and it looks like he's going to do some damage with this thing. That is for sure. And then of course this just, you can stick this right in this guy's hand, but it has two triggers. You got the back trigger here, and then you got the front trigger. So where do you have him hold it? Here, or do you have him hold it here? Yeah. So, but yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna put this in this guy's hand off camera, and then get to the other accessory that he comes with. Okay, so now that I'm back, now that I have this into his hand, I wanted to do that off camera because one, it was a little bit of a struggle because this gun is very, very rubbery, very soft plastic, very wiggly waggly. Now you get his hand in here, he holds the trigger, but then you got the second trigger here. Nothing for him to really kind of, I guess he's gonna hold it like this. I don't know, but either way, you still have a nice sight. He does hold it. It looks really good with him holding it. Yeah, I just popped it in there just to show it off, but it does look good. It looks really, really good. Now, really quick, just want to pop this off. This, if I can get on here, oh my. This I thought was really, really cool, was his alternate head. And yeah, it's a mask as well. All right, got the straps going across the top right here like the other one on there. Okay, and then you have this mask which kind of reminds me of the Dreadnought emblem. Like when you look at the Dreadnought emblem, it's Zartan. It's kind of like a skull with the tongue hanging out, or it's a cobra, one of the two that's coming out of his mouth. But either way, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But otherwise, this is a pretty cool head sculpt as well. I mean, as it is intimidating as this one here, I don't know. You got the Jeepers Creeper looking guy with the crazy reptilian eyes, and then you have this skull with the black makeup and the red eyes that are in there. So either way, still, that is pretty cool looking and still menacing. And any battlefield that you choose to have this guy on, he's definitely going to come and wreak some havoc. That's what I believe. But either way, still a great looking figure with whatever head sculpt you choose to put on him. Yeah, he comes with some great accessories and stuff like that. But now, there is some other thing I just now seen too. The top of the mask right here. has more of that emblem on it, and I didn't see it before. But nonetheless, I think this is a great figure to have. And plus you have a family member of Destro's besides Lady J, who is actually his cousin as well. So, which we find out in the cartoon, which is actually pretty neat to find out that Destro has family on, Joe's side, and then you have his cousin Darklon, which joins him in the fight with his Iron Grenadier team. So, guys, I don't really have anybody out here to compare him to, so I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed this review on the G.I. Joe Classified series, the Cobra Darklon from Iron Grenadiers. Now he's part of the Iron Grenadier faction. So yeah, you put him with the Pimp Daddy Destro, because Destro had that golden mask when he became the Iron the Iron, when he became the leader of the Iron Grenadiers. And then so now have his cousin. Then if you have some of the, like you got the Iron Grenadier and then some of the bats and so on and so forth. There you go. You have yourself a whole Iron Grenadier team. And don't forget Metalhead. Metalhead goes right along with him. Now I do have Metalhead. If you haven't seen that review, it is on this channel. Go take a look. He's put away right now, so I apologize, or else I would have him with this guy. And these two would probably go really good together. So with that being said, guys, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Always hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. No matter where you guys are, I'll catch you on the Flippity Flip.